The obesity epidemic is transformative for health in the United States. It's probably now the #1 health problem. 42% of adults and 19% of children and adolescents have obesity.
Chelsea Solis. I'm an art major. I'm in my 4th year, so I'm a senior here at Stanford. We've all been there. I've had my insecurity issues and my confidence issues, and you have to just start somewhere. You just have to push yourself, because at least starting is the process. Starting somewhere, making healthier choices mentally, nutritionally, physically. At least you're taking a small step forward instead of staying stagnant in like the same place. Like, we've all been there though.
9% of the U.S. population has severe obesity, a BMI over 40. That's a 5'9" person who weighs more than 271 pounds.
It's not clear to me why people aren't more concerned about this problem. It's become a social norm.
My name is Paris Conboy. I am a super senior. My major is business and kinesiology, double major. So my role here is a personal trainer, but I also do group training. I, from time to time, will monitor too. So just kind of all around figure here at the rec center. So what fueled was, it had to be probably my mom, because she was always a heavy advocate in exercise and always had me in sports. And so I kind of always had that flame lit inside me to just kind of be active or whatnot. But I think it took like some falling down. Like, I got kicked off the basketball team in my junior college, and it kind of just had me like getting a sense of like, okay, I need to be productive. And yeah, that's kind of what got me like kind of taking the personal training serious. And then like as far as like any like personal situations, really just like I noticed that like when I wasn't like exercising and stuff like that, it was real. I was vulnerable to depression. I was really kind of a little bit lazy, just sluggish and whatnot. And I noticed every time I worked out, it kind of gave me some pickups, some energy, and I realized that like it doesn't just get you tired, but it also gives you energy too. So I started like figuring out those patterns and just sticking to that. What memories stand out is really seeing progress in my clients. That really was an accomplishment more than seeing any paycheck or anything. Like seeing like somebody take a picture from day 1 to month 2 or month 3, and like seeing that there's differences. But really just seeing them just like feel confident in themselves and walk with a little more broadness and a little more better posture. Like, movement is really medicine, so I just really like to encourage that. I think the biggest obstacle is really as simple as instant gratification. People want to have the feel good, dopamine, all that right away. And a lot of the healthy foods aren't necessarily the most exciting foods. And so people I feel like a lot of people are just like really stuck in the moment instead of like thinking like in advance, like in the future. So instead of eating like a well-rounded meal, they go for the fast food because it's quick, it's easy, and it tastes good, obviously. And yeah, that's what makes it hard, is that we're not patient enough. I think when we focus on patience and just like appreciate the process and just like eat with a purpose and do things with a purpose, then we'll start having better results. Everyone, good morning. Hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving break. and today is our special podcast. We're collaborating with the healthcare department and CAPS department. How to prepare for these finals mentally, spiritually, physically, all of the above, and we're just gonna use all our departments and kind of braid it all together, and hopefully bring you guys some value. So one thing that I think is important, definitely with like school related things and like thinking, is being well rested, right? You want to be well rested. I think that's a lot of cause of many stresses is not being rested. Yeah, is there anything that like maybe help you go to sleep, or any tips or tricks that you guys know that can help people get better quality of sleep?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's important to reframe how we think about sleep in the beginning, right? So we can be intentional about things like our nutrition, things like our workout, making sure we're going to one of Paris's classes or whatever. We also need to be that intentional about our sleep and our rest. So thinking about it in the way with our tablets, our computers, our phones, we would never expect those devices to operate and function for us. We wouldn't be able to creep on people on TikTok and Instagram if we didn't charge our phones. So I want you to think about your mind and your body as well as needing that rest and recharge period, and that's your sleep period. Just like you would never expect your car to not be filled up with gas and be able to get you to like SoCal or even like Modesto. So you need to always think about yourself as how are you recharging yourself, how are you allowing your battery to rest, and a lot of that is just making sure that you're intentional about